This is The Scoop for Wednesday.
I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News headlines. A bill that may be a win for environmental advocates around Tampa Bay passed in the Senate this week. WMNF's Chris Young reports the bill could stop the development of a controversial mega cruise port in Manatee County. It is now on the governor's desk for approval.
Senate Bill 302 ensures coastal resiliency protections. It would halt dredging in the Terracea Aquatic Preserve, except for certain reasons. That would be a roadblock for a potential cruise port near the Sunshine Skyway Bridge in Manatee County. Manatee County Republican Representative Will Robinson Jr. calls it one of the most important environmental bills in the entire session.
I fished there as a kid. My nephews fished there. It is one of the most pristine areas in our state, and we don't need mega cruise ships in this area.
SSA Marine wants to build a new cruise port that would take in ships that can't fit under the bridge. The massive cruise ship proposal has drawn significant pushback, with hundreds rallying at protest and thousands signing petitions against it. The bill passed the Senate unanimously and now needs to be signed by Governor Ron DeSantis to go into law. Chris Young, WMNF News.
During a Fort Meade City Commission meeting yesterday, officials delayed the final vote on a proposal to build a massive data center. The move came after dozens of residents spoke out against the plans. They cited concerns like higher electric bills, water usage, emissions from the center, and noise. The $2.6 billion project has been up for debate for multiple months. The Maryland-based company Stonehill is behind the proposal. They argue the center could create hundreds to thousands of jobs and boost the economy of the region. Florida currently has 10 data centers active, with plans to build 5 more. The water shortage in our region is worsening right as the driest months begin. Chief Science Officer for Tampa Bay Water, Warren Hogg, says the drought is one of the worst the state has seen in 50 years.
Stage 3 extreme water supply shortage condition at the beginning of March. That means that our water supplies are becoming limited, and we now have no river water to use in our regional system. We are now relying on groundwater, desalinated seawater, and water stored in our regional reservoir.
Hogg is urging the public to increase conservation efforts.
We know this can work because we were in a similar situation 2 years ago. And it's little steps like know your watering day. Another step inside the house, if you turn the water off when you brush your teeth, you can save up to 8 gallons of water per day per person.
There are no new restrictions yet, but Hogg says they're likely to come if the drought becomes more extreme. Water demand continues increasing. Last month, water usage was 4% higher than February of 2025. Governor Ron DeSantis is behind a bill to designate certain organizations as domestic terrorists. The bill will also allow the expulsion of any college students who support these organizations. The Tampa Bay Times obtained emails showing DeSantis staffers wrote the original draft of Senate Bill 1632. The records also show the legislation was inspired by DeSantis' efforts to stop pro-Palestinian protests on college campuses. The Senate passed a House version of the bill last week. The House will vote on the bill this week. Yesterday, the Democratic National Committee filed a lawsuit in federal court trying to force the Trump administration to admit whether they plan to send armed federal troops to polling locations or not. The suit claims 11 Freedom of Information requests filed in October haven't been answered, a violation of public records law. According to the Florida Phoenix, the DNC sent a FOIA request to the Department of Justice, Homeland Security, and the Department of Defense. Today, it will be a bit cloudy and warm with highs in the high 80s. Tonight, it will be cloudy and humid with lows in the low 70s. Tomorrow, it will be rainy and warm with highs in the low 80s. I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News Headlines.
This is The Scoop, Recorded at WMNF Tampa.